everybody, welcome back. We have a new look on the show. Did a little graphic design, have a title in here, have the date. I was just messing around yesterday when I had a minute, and I think I'm going to use this going forward. We'll tweak it, but this is going to make life a little easier for me. I can now combine my audio, my video file all at once, thanks to Streamlabs. It's totally free. This is not a plug, but I recommend using Streamlabs if you can. Download it. You can design your own background. You can even have multiple screens up here, multiple cameras, but for the podcast, just one screen. And today we are remembering 9/11, 23 years ago. I remember exactly where I was, and I'm sure almost all of you do too. It's very vivid for me. I was in first period art class as a freshman in high school, and there was an announcement on the PA. They told us what had happened to the first tower, and basically after that, the whole day was just us in one room or the other watching TV, watching it unfold. I'm pretty sure we got released early that day. And so, that tragedy struck all of us Americans, and we still remember it, not just on this day, but pretty much, I don't know, every week or so, or that's some time or another. Like, people bring it up. It's not forgotten. And I know sports right after 9/11 happened was very moved. Like, it was a chance for us to come together. Yankees and Mets, President Bush throwing out the first pitch in front of all those fans. It was just really a show of strength. They had the firefighters and the police patches on the hats, and it was this pretty crazy moment in time. And that year, just weeks after, Tom Brady got his first start for the Patriots. So I wanted to talk about what sports looked like in 2001 when this happened. I thought that would be kind of the relevant segue here on this day to maybe even do this again next year, where on the date, 9/11, we talk about sports in 2001. And now I'm a Red Sox fan, but I will always wear proudly this Diamondbacks hat. And I wear it to the gym. You can see it's all beat up and sweat stained, because in 2001, the Diamondbacks won the World Series against the New York Yankees. They became the youngest franchise to win a World Series. And because they beat the Yankees, and I'm such a Sox fan, I like anything Diamondbacks. I'm all about it, especially anything 2001 World Series. So that happened in 2001. Brady got his first start. The Pats would go on to win the Super Bowl that year. What else did we have? They would actually win it in 2002, but that was the beginning of their run, that fall, because the Ravens beat the Giants in the 2000 Super Bowl. Well, it's 2000-2001, so beginning of the Pats dynasty. Pretty sure there's got to be some Tiger Woods up in here. Let's see, Barry Bonds also set the record for most home runs, 73. Wow. The Mariners had a banner year, 116 regular season wins. Clemens and Randy Johnson were the Cy Youngs in their respective leagues. Lakers won the finals. October 30, Michael Jordan returned to basketball again for the Wizards. They would lose by 2 points to the Knicks, but Michael Jordan back. A lot happened 2001. You had Duke winning the NCAA finals. What's new? It's Duke. What other highlights here? Anything I can remember? Like, oh yeah, Lennox Lewis was still mixing it up. So, he lost to Hashim Rahman. Vaguely remember that. What else do we have here? Some cricket stuff, Canadian football. What about golf? Yeah, there we go. Tiger Woods becomes the first golfer in history to hold all 4 major championship titles at the same time. 2001 was a year, and it says he was the money leader in the PGA that year with $5.6 million. Man, the money's really changed. That's crazy. The thing I remember most, though, is just being a freshman in high school, 2001, watching the World Series. I went to 7 games. Luis Gonzalez bloop single to center field off Rivera, who was had one pitch near unhittable. It's like in my head, it's like Luis Gonzalez and David Ortiz were the only ones, well, not the only ones, and Bill Miller, that could really get to Mariano Rivera. Greatest closer of all time, in my opinion. I mean, because he had one pitch getting all these people out. That's incredible. So that was like a fun little dive into 2001, the world of sports. Grand Slam. Andre Agassi, still getting it done. Australian Open. Jennifer Capriati, Venus Williams, stepping on the scene. I wonder when that was for her. When did she start professionally? She was highest ranked in 2002 at number 1, so this must have been early. Grand Slam singles, had a U.S. Open in 2000, so Grand Slam in 98. So this was just about to be pre-peak Venus Williams. 2001 sports, just nuts. Yeah, that was a 9/11. That was a vivid day. Just basically my first or second class in high school ever, and that is what happened. And as we know, the world changed forever. Privacy changed forever. Travel changed forever. We went to war again, not necessarily with those who even caused 9/11. There's a lot there. There's a lot to unpack, and it's not what this show's about. I'm trying to relate it to sports. Yeah. But for the Mariners to have such a record season, so you've got Ichiro, they had Kaz Suzuki, right? Is that Kazuhiro? Am I thinking right? Who was their closer? Who was the closer for the Mariners in 2001? Pitcher. Sasaki. Kazuhiro Sasaki, right. Oh, they had Arthur Rhodes. They had a team. This was Mariners, let's see, Eddie Sprague, Olerud, Brett Boone, Mike Cameron, Buhner. They still had Jay Buhner, Ichiro. No Griffey, though. Edgar Martinez. Imagine that team with Griffey. Griffey was, I think, already in... Yeah, he must have been in Cincinnati by then. They had Aaron Seeley, Freddie Garcia. They had a squad. Jamie Moyer, Jeff Nelson, Joel Pinheiro. The Mariners, 116 wins. But, I mean, look at that. Any other year, the Oakland A's were 102-60. Any other year, the A's would have been far and ahead, the leader in that. The Anaheim Angels that season were 41 games back at the end of the year. The Angels and the Rangers, just not good. Sox, how were the Sox that year? The 0-1, so I think we were all right that year. Feel like we made the playoffs. Maybe that was 99. Maybe not 2001. Yeah, 99. And then we back in 03, 04. Right, so just a quick dive into sports in 2001. It was a banner year. That was, obviously pre-social media, pre-smartphones. You did have internet, so you could go to ESPN. I used to go to ESPN.com all the time. I'd play fantasy baseball. I was such a nerd doing that. I was running a very young eBay account for my dad. It was a good time. That's where I started to learn, like right pre-high school, 8th grade, 9th grade. The XFL is founded by Vince McMahon in 2001. That also happened. I feel like that's a big deal. The XFL, they brought the wire camera to the NFL and to all sports. That was the biggest invention, and the best thing that came out of the XFL is that wire cam that we now see everywhere. It's over the field. It's soaring. It's like you have a drone. It's all on the wires. It's all on strings. Quite an invention. And the XFL just couldn't get the steam and the momentum it needed because you're used to an NFL product that's got all the best guys moving faster, jumping higher, running faster, hitting harder, all those things. But Vince, always a visionary, he knew how to capture it in the absolute best way. So, 01, sports. And then Barry Bonds, I just totally glossed over the 73 home runs, just setting the record that year. 73 is a lot. Some guys don't even get 73 in their whole career. But Barry Bonds is another topic for another day. We could talk about Barry Bonds hitting and records, and I saw something about Ohtani this year is having Barry Bonds' 11th best year. And this is like Ohtani's best year. So to put it in perspective, Barry Bonds' 11th greatest year is Ohtani's arguably best. That's how good Barry Bonds was. And I think I'm going to end it there. We're moving stuff around at the shop. Tim is getting after it in the background. Andre's popping in today. Going to have a brand new look at the shop. I had Junk Wax Hero Mike came in to the shop and did some B-roll. He put up a video, said some nice things about the wall and kind of the changes we've been making. And 7-8 months in, we're doing as much as we can to keep it up. Trying to always get better. Just get 1% better every day. I think that's important to do. And as I look at this hat, I think I might need another one soon. But it's not dead yet. Might just need to run through the wash or something. Sweat stains. It's a good gym hat because it's got the vent. Diamondbacks. 0-1 World Series champs when the Sox couldn't do it. All right, that's it for me. Gonna hop in and lend a hand to moving some of these cases around. So we will see you tomorrow. And let me know how you like the new format. Any more graphics I should add? I will be doing some where I've got the computer up on one side. I think that side over there. And make it a little more interactive. But for this time, we're just easing into it with the new background. Change is hard for people. So get used to this and I'll slowly add things. All right. Peace.